Hey guys, it's Jazzy. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today, as you can see, we are gonna go ahead and do a Valentine's Day look. So yeah, if you're down to figure out how I did this, go ahead and get ready with me. Grab some snacks. It's gonna be a minute, but I had so much fun creating this look, and I hope you guys really do enjoy it. So keep on watching. Just gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm using, as always, my Tarte Shape Tape, and we're just gonna go ahead and prime and get this eye ready. I'm using this brush. It's a buffing brush, and you can use it for anything wet, like wet or dry powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buff this in. And sometimes I like to tap it in first and then buff it in. Alright, so I got my base all down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pick up this red orangey shade, basically. It's a red-orange shade, and this was in the James Charles palette. So I'm just going to go ahead, dust it off a little bit, and I just have a really nice, more compact blending brush. So I'm just going to go in all around this area. And I'm really just trying to build this up and blend it out at the same time. Grabbing a little bit more, twisting off the excess. So I think I've decided I'm probably gonna go in for some sort of like a cut crease moment. And then once I have that built up enough, I'm going into the reddest shade from the palette. So I'm just gonna pick up from there. Ooh, that was a lot. Dust off the excess, and we're gonna do the same thing, just go in. And I'm going right under where I was. So I kind of like to pack it on first. So make sure I have a good amount on there. Dust off the excess. Pat it on. And then start doing the circular motions to blend it out. Alright, so I now have the base laid all down, and she's looking pretty red. So basically now what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab a little brush here. You guys remember? I use this one also to cut my crease with. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Shape Tape again. And normally I would like to use my light medium shade, but I just ran out of that. So all I have left is my medium honey shade. So it's a little bit darker than I'd like to be, but I don't have anything lighter right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with it. My eye. And then I'll kind of just go up to where I think, especially because of the fact that I have hooded eyes. You can see I look up, everything gets covered. So I like to go above my crease, that way everything is actually visible. So I'll kind of see, where does my eye go, when it's resting, about there. So I'll kind of just go right above that. Using the more beige shade out of the palette, and I believe it's called Canvas. And this one, we're just going to go ahead and pack on over everything that we just cut out. And then I'm going back to the same brush that I used initially to blend out the base that I put down. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this outer corner into the part that I cut out. Just so everything doesn't look super choppy and kind of makes everything flow a bit more so everything looks pretty gradient. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to the same brush that I was using last time, this one. And we're going to go back in with the darker red, so the deeper red shade. So just packing everything in the outer corner. That darker red shade, and like I said, packing it on. And I'm kind of bringing it out a little bit. You can see towards the center of my eye. And then once I'm done packing it, I'll start doing little circles to buff it out and blend it. But this outer corner, I really want everything to be a lot more deep, so kind of like a smoky cut crease kind of color. So we'll go into some deeper shades after this. So now I'm going to use my Mini Masquerade Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going in with this color called Ada, and it's a very red brown, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and use to deepen up the outer corner. And I'm going to grab that same brush that I was using. Actually, I'm going to grab the smaller brush. This is just a smaller blending brush, still compact. So I'm going to go ahead and then pack this on the outer crease. Alright, so I've got the outer corner all done. So now I'm just going to go in with the same red orange shade right above the really red shade in the James Charles palette. And I'm going to blend out this part here to kind of marry the two shades together. So after I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and outline where I want my wing liner to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. So now it's starting to look like everything is coming together. I just finished filling in the wing. So now I'm going to go back in and do the rest of the liner portion. And I just grabbed another, this is another natural hair blending brush. Just actually grab the packing brush. So I got the packing brush, and I'm just gonna pat this in. Oh, so much easier. Okay. Then I'm gonna blend it into the shade that we did on the outer corner. And I'm not really worried about how messy it's gonna be, because we're just gonna cut the top. Alright, so I did go ahead and switch back to the orange shade, the orange-red shade above the red. So I'm basically just blending the rest of this portion. Now, to make sure that those two colors are together. So now I'm back to the concealer, and we're going to cut out the top part to blend it out into the rest of this liner we got going on here. So back to the same brush that I had before, just the flat top concealer brush. Finally got this one done. This eye is finished. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes, probably some really thick and fluffy ones, just to make sure that something does go with this eye. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the face after that. We'll do some hearts, and then we'll be done. So I went and I added a few red little dots here, and that's where I'm actually going to place all of the hearts. So I just put all of those in there. Also added a little bit of blush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out these hearts. Finished off all of the hearts. I did go ahead and just do my bottom lash line, and I just did the same kind of red as I did on the top. I added a couple little hearts on the side, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off with the lip. Alright you guys, and that is it. This is the completed look with the lip for Valentine's Day. If you guys like it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you would like to see more videos in the future from me. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great rest of your night or day. Alright, bye.